Hey everybody, we're just in our made a little tarp shelter. There's the old Walder blanket. There's a new stove doing its first burn, the homemade stove. It's pretty sweet. It's kicking off nice heat here, and I don't even have the, we don't even have the ends on yet. It's Pete, what's up Pete? And so these are open. The problem is that the shelter's too low. So we did this little ridgeline thing, but anyways, it's too low. So that angle is nowhere near 90. I need it to be like a 90 degrees so I can attach tarps on the end. So I'm not doing anything else with it. We'll do our first burn here and take the pegs out, and we're going to raise that ridge line, so at least 2 feet. This is way longer than it needs to be, so a little bit more aggressive pitch would probably help a little bit for rain and snow and stuff too. So that's what we're doing. First burn, homemade stove.
Diet Pepsi holders.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We got some new swag, guys.
And
ACBC, Atlantic Canadian Bushcraft Beer Cozies.
if you're interested, details soon.
Yeah. Their name's on it. Wife made those for us. That's cool.
Our wood briskets, or the paper briskets.
Yeah. So years ago, I was just into all kinds of stuff and like alternative energy and made like passive solar heaters. I did all kinds of foolishness. But one of the things I did years ago was make these little twig and paper briquettes in a big bucket of water. They sat there for a few days, mushed it all up, drained the water, shaped them into bricks, and just let them dry. And it's so dense. And I've had them for years, and I finally get to use them. These ones here, I gift wrap in paper for paper tape, just to hold it all together. So I got a couple more of them. And I've got some little bit of wood stuff here. We're getting all kinds of heat off this. It's doing all kinds of funky stuff as far as color changes and stuff as we burn it off. Here's my little vent system. You can close that and block the holes and choke the fire off. Seems to be working pretty good. So, I mean, this shelter's not permanent, but it's just nice to sit under here. Even though the ends are open, there's a breeze going through. We got a really nice heat source now, so that's pretty sweet. Plus, we've got one in the way in the mail. I ordered one on Amazon, so it'll be here at the end of the month. But this little wood stove was made for this site, and it's going to stay here. So either one of us can come out here for a solo rip if they want, and be in a tent with heat. So it's awesome.
Quick tour outside.
I'll show you the outside here right quick. It's low, man. That's got to go. That's got to change. So it's really low, as you can see. But it's working good. There's not a lot of all of a sudden not a lot of smoke. So I can see the little heat coming out of it, but very little smoke. So that's awesome. That means that is burning nice right now, nice and efficient. Plus we choked it off a bit there. So open the door up for a second, Pete.
Sure.
We'll give it a second here. Maybe that will. There it goes. Now you can already see more smoke. Now that's the difference it makes by giving that fire a little air. You see how the color changes? Looks like we spray painted the damn thing. I really hacked up the stove jack thing. First time ever making one. Next time I think I would do it at home instead of trying to do it out here. Plus this tarp is so long, so you can't have the pegs in while you're trying to do it, and it's folding and flying everywhere. Look behind me here. We can start to see sunset. You might be able to see the lake through the trees. I'm not sure. You see the lake. We got sunset coming here. Pretty. Been out here all afternoon just trying to gear this all up, but you see that ridge line is that's got to come way up. So you know, you got a little bit of flex in your paracord, plus you know, it's trees. So one of the trees dead. So I think what I'll do is use the excess of the rope that you can see on the tree there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you see it hanging there. I might use it and then come in behind it, kind of like the telephone guide wire sort of thing. So just plastic tent pegs holding the corners together. So we'll pop them up. I'm not worried about coming up too high with the top of the shelter. I've got another 30-inch extension for the chimney, so he's in there messing with it. I can see it shaking around there pretty good. A couple of structural issues. I think I'm going to need a clamp to be able to clamp those pipes together. And then I think what I would do is I'm going to have to find a way. If it was a really, really aggressive windstorm right now, well, look at that smoke. He must have that door wide open. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Problem is, it's only about 3.5 to 4 feet high. So I want it to be 5 or 6 feet high. The main reason for that, guys, is so that peak is a 90 degree. So if this peak was 90 degrees, I could literally take a big tarp and fill the gap. But right now, if I try to do it, if I tried to fuse the one side, what's going to happen is it's going to want to come down at a 90, and that's way off. So this has got to come up. It's tight. Everything seems to be holding pretty good. But I'm going to bring it up a couple feet. So this is not a permanent structure. But I love the camo. Isn't that cool? And it's just tarp, and it's warm in there. Now that I'm out here, I can really feel the difference. But once we get that up, get that peak at a 90 degrees, so I can put a tarp in. The extra corner, I mean, that's all good. I'll fold it underneath. Gear can sit there. We're on a lot of moss and stuff. It's really wet in there, so it's comfortable though. It's, you know, nice and gushy. So, but if we come out here to sleep, it'd be different. We'd have tarps, of course, and then our sleeping pads and air mattress, and you know. So yeah, things are going good. I had to knock down a few trees to make this little gap, so I do have future firewood here. It's just late in the day now. I'm not gonna get into doing any firewood or anything right now. It's after 4, so we got probably an hour and a half left of light, and then we've got to walk out of here, which we've become pretty professional. There's the old, just a chill out tarp. Keep some of our gear in there when we leave, keep it dry. Peter had a fire going right by there today too, so. But it's not really a place to get warm. It's just a kind of a place to keep shit dry. So that's all that's for. Got my radio up there, and I don't know if you can see it up in the tree there. So we got some tunes going. Anyways, that's about all I got for now, guys. Anyways, wood stove was successful, man. It's doing good. I mean, you see it. It's doing its thing. It's warming up. It's changing color. It's first burn. I'm just gonna let it kind of burn out. I got another couple of briquettes. We might chill out here for another hour. The briquettes are pretty cool. I forgot all about them and found them in the basement. So yeah, I made them and I never had a way to really burn them. So that's what we're gonna do. That's the plan. So far so good. First day of testing has gone well. That stove costs $35-40 to make, Canadian. Parts available at any hardware store pretty much. I got all my supplies at Kent, and a couple of things at Home Depot, just because I took all the supply that Kent had, so they just didn't have all of what I needed, but I got most of it at Kent, and then the other bit at Home Depot. Literally $35-40. Paid more for the tarps than I did to everything I needed to make the stove. Stove took about 2 hours to make, so it's not the end of the world. It's working really well. I mean, just look at that. Isn't that awesome? All right, guys. We'll be back.